YouTube, I'm about to show you a feature that if it came to FC26, the community would go, it would break the community. The community would go, this feature would actually break, it would break absolutely everything, bro. Now, it's so simple that I don't know how it's not already in FIFA or FC, but when I show y'all this, lads, I'm telling you, it's magical. So what you guys are looking at right now is Madden 26, okay? This game is made by EA Sports. It's the American football version of FIFA, pretty much, okay? So every single, August, Madden 26 or Madden 27, Madden 28, it drops every August. And then a month later, FIFA drops, our game. FC26 will be here at the end of September, and it kind of is the same pattern every year. So this game dropped, lads, and I've been playing it a lot because you guys know I got a newborn, so I just be chilling on the couch, and the baby's sleeping on my chest, and I'm kind of just playing some playing some Madden, right? And I started playing Madden because I'm a huge American football fan, but there's features in this game that honestly, lads, if they would come to FIFA, to FC, it would, they're so simple, but they would blow your mind. First of all, this is my team menu. This is the way the menus look real quick, just to kind of let you know, but this is not the future I want to show you. What I want to show you is actually when you start to begin to open packs. I know you're gonna be like, oh, Skills, here we go, man. You're gonna start showing us how to open packs and what you gotta do to open packs and blah, 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 opening packs, no one cares. Trust me, bro, this is very, very different because all of us open packs, whether you open packs through SBCs or if you open packs with money, we all open packs at some point, or rewards, we all open packs. The first thing that we're gonna see when you first go to open your packs is, this is a really cool feature, but it's not the one that I mainly want to talk about. This is just one that I think is a really cool feature. You guys see how I opened that pack right there and the coins came up? This is a card that guarantees you coins. So for example, this is a kicker for me, right? So this guy is not gonna be better than what I have in my starting team right now. So if I was to discard him, he would discard for somewhere around 20,000 coins. It's a guaranteed discard for a lot of money. And you'll be like, well, Skills, that's equal to Team of the Week. No, this is not a Team of the Week card. This is not a special card. This is not a card that is better, better promo. It's just a card that is valued higher in coins. So sometimes you open a pack and you get lucky to get a card like this that guarantees you coins, rather getting a pack that gives you absolutely nothing. So there's that chance of actually making coins. Now I want to take my screen off real quick, my camera off real quick, so you guys can see at the bottom right when I go into this menu, it's going to show me his minimal price and his buy now price, right? All right, so they show me that. And then when you start to look at the top, right? Now look at the top, it says recent sales. So for the last minute and then 29 minutes and 45, it shows you live, up to date, what this card is selling for on the market. And then if you look under, it says what the market value is, his lowest buy and his buy now. But that's not the only where the feature gets cool. The feature gets even cooler. But this is one thing that I think is absolutely amazing because you don't have to go to any external websites. You don't have to go to your phone or go to your computer and go to a website to see how much this card is actually selling for, which is ginormous for Road to Glories or just people that don't spend their life on this game and don't know the market well. Someone like me, I spend my life on this game, but I'm not somebody who knows the market well. I'm not a market guru, right? I search it, I see the lowest bid now, I put it up real quick for the lowest, I put it at the same buy as whatever it is, and that's how I move, right? That's how I kind of go about it. I want to open up this pack for you, which is 82 plus, because this is where you're going to really be able to see what I'm talking about. So as this card opens up, look at the bottom right there. It shows me a minimal price and his buy now price. But the coolest thing about it, lads, is if I hit R1, R2 right now, or right trigger on Xbox, it's going to put it on the market for me at that value. I don't have to go to no website. I don't even have to go look at what the last sales were. It's gonna give me what the averages are, what people are buying it for, and it's gonna allow me to list it onto the market on the spot without me having to do absolutely anything. And I know you're gonna be like, well, Skills, that's gonna make you more lazy. No, what it's gonna do is for people like me and for people that aren't good with the market, let's say you're playing your Road to Glory and you open up your rewards and you hit an 81 rated card, like a random person like Marcus Rashford, right? For example, we know Marcus Rashford is known in football, but let's say you hit a player that's not really known in football, but he's very meta in FC, and he sells for 10,000 coins. And there's many times where I post a video and you guys are like, Skills, you could have sold that guy for 15,000 coins. Why didn't you list him? And I'm like, damn, I didn't even know what they were talking about, because I would never think that card would sell for a lot, but he could sell for a lot because of an SBC or because of a team or whatever it is, right? maybe the new gauntlet feature that's coming. And by the way, this stuff might be in the beta, and I haven't played the beta yet. I don't know nothing about the beta, so maybe this stuff is in the beta and I just don't know about it, but this needs to come, because what I'm trying to finish telling you is this. Many times I don't list a card up because I just don't know the value of it. But this you'll never miss anymore, because even if a card sells for only 700 coins rather than 700,000 coins, it shows you the 700 coins. It shows you that it sells on the market for 700 coins. Even if it's a card that's discard value, it shows you what it would sell for on the market, so you never make the mistake of having an expensive card just stuck on your team without you absolutely knowing. So I went there, I checked the recent sales, I come back over here, and all I gotta do is click R2, right trigger. It's going directly onto the market for what the value of the card is. The only thing that's not cool about it is, as you saw when I listed that there, it has 24 hours. So it doesn't, I don't know if you could change it. I haven't really tried to play with the filter, but if it allowed you to put it to just 1 hour sales rather than 24-hour sales, it would be much better. But this is, the feature's not even done yet. Okay, I want to keep opening packs here because I want to eventually get something better than that's actually in my team, in my starting 11. You're probably like, why? Because what it does next will blow your mind. Not only does it show me the coins, but if I hit a card that's a higher overall or a better card than what I have in that position, it will ask me if I want to put it directly into my starting 11. So let's say my striker is a 74 bronze, a 74 silver. And then I open a reward and I get 86 rated Cristiano Ronaldo. The game will ask me if I want to directly put that into my starting 11 because it's better than what I have going for me. That's crazy. That's not where it gets even better. It gets even better. When you open up a pack, and let's say you get a 79 rated card, and the game thinks to itself, this card doesn't really have much value for you on the market. But what it does have is value going into this SBC. So at the bottom, it will say, do you want to place it into this set? That's what it's going to say. Do you want to place it into a set? A set is equal to an SBC in FC26. So as you're opening packs, it gives you an option to put your player in the starting 11. It gives you an option to sell the card based on its value, or it gives you an option, depending on the card, if you want to put it directly into an SBC. Lads, this is time consuming. This is good for casual players. This is good for hardcores that want to clean their club out. This is good for anyone. Here, I'm going to open an 85 rated card pack because this will help me be able to show you guys what I'm talking about. The first one I hit here is actually a player I have already. So number one thing I want you to look at here, I have Ward, the guy I just packed. He's my starting player, right? He's my starting player. What this is showing you right now, right, is that I can literally like just know what I have for positions. I'm trying to like kind of put it into FC terms. So SS kind of would be like a center back. Let's say it shows me my two center backs I had. This right here is a right tackle. He's kind of like a right back, right? In football. So a right back right here, right? It shows me the two players I have to play right back and if I want to take that card instead. Right here, it's showing me this guy's my little middle linebacker. Let's say it's kind of like your defensive mid. It's showing me what players on my team play that position. Do I want to take this one? This is player pick, by the way. So it's showing me where he's better in what positions. Right here, I hit a limited card, which is a promo card. I'm gonna get Lattimore from the Washington Commanders. That's my team. I have him already in my starting 11. At the bottom here, it's showing me that I can play him, but you actually can't. And I'll explain that a little bit later. You can't have two Lattimores on your team. And then I'm gonna get another player right here. So I'm gonna take Lattimore simply because, okay, he's not the best for my, there's players here that are better for my team, but I know Lattimore sells for like 500,000 coins. Because I have him already, I bought him for that. So I'm gonna take this card and sell him. But another feature that you just saw was you could list cards from there right to the market for the value that they're showing you that it goes for. You can send cards directly into an SBC. You can see what players you have for that position, so you can kind of eyeball it and be like, okay, this guy has better passing, this card has better dribbling than the one I have. So it would show you Ronaldo, and let's say I pack Messi and it shows Ronaldo, it'll show you where Messi has better stats than Ronaldo, and if you want to go with that, right? So that's another big feature. So goes to the market, goes into your starting 11, can go into an SBC, or it shows you where that card is better than the cards you have. Now, I know to a lot of people, you'll be like, Skills, that stuff's not really a big deal. It's simple simple stuff, lads, that makes your experience on this video game much better, because it makes your experience on this video game not feel like a full-time job. I don't have to feel like I have to go to FUTBin or FUT.gg to see what the price of the card is, so and then I can go ahead and list the card, and I gotta see what the card goes for, and I gotta go do this. It doesn't feel like a job. The game shows me what the value of the card is on the market. The game shows me if it's better for my starting 11. The game shows me this and that, and I decide to myself if I should go with it or not. Another thing I want to talk to you guys real quick, because I want to show a couple different features, but those for me are the big ones that I think would absolutely blow FC26 people's minds, because I knew it blew my mind right when I started playing Madden. You know, at night, I got the baby, right? Because our little baby our little baby likes to sleep on like our chest or something, right? He doesn't do a good job right now of laying down in his bed by himself. I get it. The bed's cold. He wants to be warm. You get what I'm saying? So I'll stay up at night playing video games. I just let the homie little rest on my chest, right? So he's rested on my chest and I'm playing. And then when he wakes up, you know, my wife has to come out and feed him, right? I can't really do the feeding unless it's a bottle. And, you know, I know I'm heavy, but I can't breastfeed, you feel? So wifey comes out to feed him or whatever. And as she's coming out, she's watching me play Madden and stuff like that while she's doing her thing. And she was like, because she plays FIFA, right? She's played a lot of FIFA. She's like, man, that's really clean. And what she was talking about is what they call the binder, right? First, I'm gonna show you guys my team. Another thing I think is really cool. Right here, there's overall improvements. So when I click this, you can see everything goes black and white because EA doesn't have anything that they want me to do here, right? But then when I get to this page here, it shows me the ones that has color. Hey, maybe you have a better player on your bench or on your reserve that's actually better for your starting 11. This right here is legitimately fire because it helps people to that want to upgrade their team or do their team a little bit differently and stuff like that, which is really, really cool in my opinion. But this right here is what my wife thinks is just amazing. This is your team. This is your here in this game they call it a binder. For us, it would just be our club. But the way you go through the club, I just feel like is much cleaner. Up top, you have overall, newest. You can do it by alphabetical order. And I know EA has a lot of this, but there's something about the way this one looks that just looks extremely cleaner than FIFA. And then right from this mode is something that I really want to talk to you guys about. As you click on a card, right here's a 79 rated Eagles player, it says add to set. So this would be add to SBCs, right? So I don't want to add that one, so I'm gonna kind of go into a different card in a minute, but it shows me that he fits in 5 different sets. And I just pick what set I want it to go into, and I send it to that set, and I can lob him into an SBC. Just right off the front menu. Off the front menu, open up the card. EA could ask you if you want to send it to a certain SBC. And I know in FIFA, we have way more SBCs probably than what Madden has. I don't really know about Madden like deep into the year. But this is another feature that for me is kind of just really, really nice. Because a lot of our low rated gold cards, our low rated non-rare cards, we don't really do much with them but it will show you where you could put them, where it will be beneficial. So I'll grab this quarterback right here who doesn't play for me, and I'll quickly show you 77 rated quarterbacks telling me what SBC to put into. I click it and it brings me right here, and I could just slap them into the SBC. It's that simple, y'all. Madden has simplified their menus to a point where it makes the game extremely enjoyable for anyone playing it. From being able to see what cards sell for, from being able to throw a card into an SBC very quickly, for the game layout just being extremely, extremely clean. And I wish EA, same company, the EA FIFA guys would take a look at it. I do not think Madden's better than FIFA in any way, shape, or form. Matter of fact, I think FIFA has actually kind of gone downhill because they've gone the Madden way. What do I mean by that? In American football, there's not as many players as football, right? In European football, because there's not as many teams. There's 52 teams, there's a certain amount of teams, and there's 52 players per team. That's it. Right? And most of them, when you average out, there's not that many crazy players compared to what football has, European football. So they just start throwing out special cards to everybody, and position changes to everybody. And they go wild with the cards that come out. They crazy cards that come out, right, in this game. And I think EA went down that promo route and crazy cards, and it kind of messed the game up. So I don't want EA to go anywhere near what Madden did in their approach to it with FIFA. FIFA's in a much better spot, in my opinion. But what I would love them to do is kind of make them take the menu ideas. The menu ideas are super clean, super awesome. It keeps your club clean by being able to just list right from the jump. Now, one more thing I want to show you guys real quick. You see above my head where there's that pink thing that says 36 or 35, whatever it is. Those are called training points. Every time you discard a card, instead of getting coins, you get training points. Now, what do you do with training points? You see how I just went into my Josh Allen, who's my quarterback, and I upgraded him and he got a chemistry style. Well, now I'm going to go under this card right here, which I've already started upgrading, and this is Lattimore. Now, I paid 5 training points to start his upgrade, and then after that, you pay 100 training points. And what you can add on to this player is kind of like play styles. Now, these are called X factors, which you have to do things in game to trigger these. But think about this in FIFA way, right? Where you would start to upgrade a card by putting the play styles you want onto the card by using training that you've earned through discarding cards or earned through playing the game. And you can put certain like chem styles. Now it's a little bit different because in this game they connect chem with teams and this and that, but the way Arse used to be back in the day. But in this game, think about it in FIFA terms where, you know, let's say your favorite striker is Luis Suarez, but Luis Suarez doesn't fit the meta because the meta is finesse shots and he doesn't have finesse shot playstyles, right? Well, in this game, you can upgrade him and put the playstyle that you want onto your card. You pick what playstyle, what X factor I want onto my card. Imagine that. Imagine you could take a Luis Suarez and he's not meta, and you can upgrade him to put a certain playstyle. It's very much like evolutions, very, very much like evolutions, but this is more of a per player. You don't have to wait for the evolution to come out. You can collect training points, and as you collect training points, you can put in. And I think this really would change the way the game is played and the uniqueness of everyone's team, because you guys would build a card completely different than the way I would build a card. Like the way, you know, during the year, a lot of people like Trivelas in FC25. I wasn't really a Trivela guy, right? Because you had the green Trivela. I was more of a finesse guy. So all of my guys, I would have upgraded to have finesse, and you guys probably would have upgraded to have Trivela, and our play styles would have been completely different. And we might have both have been running Suarez, but my Suarez might have played very different from your Suarez, which I think is kind of a unique and a clever way to kind of go about it. But that's a few things from the menus that I really wanted to show you guys in this game. That's kind of, for me, just kind of mind blowing, bro. It really, really does just blow my mind to how simple it is, but how amazing it is at the same time. I'm gonna run over here really quickly and list up Lattimore so you guys can see, because it's actually an expensive card that I'm gonna put up onto the market. But I gotta go to the binder real quick, and as I get to my binder, I'll be able to throw Lattimore. I do have 2 Lattimores. Again, you can't start 2. For a second there, I thought you could because the game was tripping telling me to start them. But as you guys can see, 500, you see his buyout right there on the right-hand side, and then it tells you what his lowest buyout now is and kind of what the history of the market has been for him. So I'm gonna throw him up for around 520 and see if he sells based off these numbers. And I've been playing the game. It's the early access at the moment. I've been playing the game since the early access came out, and all my cards sell based off that. I've sold Lamar Jackson. I've sold many, many different players off of that recent sale thing. And I think it's a W, lads. I mean, again, it's a feature that for me, it saves time. It saves brain cells, saves you energy of having to go different places, and you can focus more on the game than having to go check websites and check this and check that. You could kind of just go. And whether you're me that sits on the game 24/7, or if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of time to play the game, or if you're an absolute noob at the market, you now become as market guru as any market person because you see what the cards are trading for on the spot as you're opening packs. I think it's really cool, y'all. Let me know in the comments down below what you feel about it. If you guys think this is a dope feature, hit a thumbs up on this, man. I love you guys. I just kind of want to show you it's EA. It's the same company. I'm not sure why they don't do better stuff like this. Maybe it's in the beta already. It would be amazing if it is. But anyways, guys, I love you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I will catch you in the next one. That is a dope feature that I hope eventually comes to FC at some point.